Hey, what's up everybody? It's Monster, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. Have you guys ever wondered what adding a $7,000 DAC to your system would sound like? I know I did. I always wanted to know what a good high-end DAC, what kind of changes it would make in my system. I have here a Lampizator Atlantic TRP, which I think stands for Two Growers Paradise. This DAC retails for around $7,000, and as you can see, we got tubes on the top of it. Now, my regular DAC is no slouch, but it's only $1,400 and it has an amplifier built in, so we're not really talking about the same class of DACs here. So I was fortunate enough to get this on loan, and the first thing that jumped out at me, the difference between a $1,400 DAC and a $7,000 DAC, was the blackness of the background. Now, I never had any issues with the background being noisy or gray or whatever with this until I heard this. Now I'm like, whoa. The second thing that jumps out is the holographic staging. And that is just one of the best highlights of this DAC. It's just such a holographic sound. The detail retrieval. Pretty much everything across the board. I would say that the one thing that my Vinshine R2R Reference 1 has a little bit of an edge would be bass quantity, versus this, which is bass quality. It's tighter, it's deeper, but it doesn't slam quite as hard. Now, this particular DAC that we're looking at right now is essentially brand new, and I'm burning it in as we speak, and the sound has changed quite a bit since I first got it a few days ago. I would say the highlight of this DAC, though, would be the black background, the holographic staging, and the mids. The mids are just spectacular. Now, I know that you can't really hear what I'm hearing through my phone, but the mids are just incredible on this DAC. So, anyway, I'm going to keep this video rather short. It's not really a proper review, because frankly, I don't have another comparably priced DAC to compare it to. And comparing $7,000 Lampizator tube DAC to a $1,400 solid state DAC amp combo isn't really a fair fight. So, is it worth the extra, $5,600? That's a good question, and I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. I will say that the Lampizator is clearly a much, much better sounding DAC. Anyway, that wraps up this short little hello from Monster, showing off my little Lampizator here that I unfortunately do not get to keep, but I just know that I've always wondered what it would sound like if I popped in a high-end DAC into my system, and now I know. I hope this helps. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. So now the Lampizator Atlantic TRP is gone home, unfortunately, but I wanted to make a few more comments on it. I mentioned before that the bass didn't hit quite as hard as my Vinshine. Well, After it burned in a couple more days after I made the first part of this video, the bass really started to hit super hard. Harder than the Vinshine. So I would say that across the board, without fail, every single thing about the Lampizator simply smoked my current DAC, which bothers me. Another thing that I wanted to point out, now, on my near-field speaker setup, I have about $1,000 pair of Focal Aria 905 speakers connected to a Sansui 881 that cost me $75. To be perfectly honest with you, through that setup, I didn't hear much of a difference. It wasn't until I was listening to headphones and was using my Glen and some good tubes, and I plugged in my Verite, that I could really tell the big difference. I also tried it with this little beautiful headphone right here. As you can see, this is the Focal Stellia, which I also have on loan, and I will be doing a video review of it shortly. You could hear the difference, huge difference, through the Stellia, through my Auteurs, through my Verites, high-end stuff. You can hear it. Through lower-end stuff, it didn't make that big of a difference. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is you kind of have to have the rest of your gear with a similar price tag before you can really start to see the real benefits. And I'm sure that if you use that Lampizator on a real high-end speaker setup, it'll scale even higher. Unfortunately, I don't have my big speaker setup hooked up right now. It's kind of just waiting for me to finish working on this room back here behind me. But so if you're rocking a $200 amp and a $200 headphone and you want to go out and buy an $8,000 DAC, there's no point. It's a waste of money. You kind of have to have everything else up in the same high dollar stratosphere to start to appreciate the differences that the Lampizator or any other high-end DAC is going to bring to your setup. So anyway, I just wanted to get those couple points in there, and I really enjoyed the Lampizator. It is a fantastic sounding DAC, and I don't even think it was completely broken in or burned in when I had to give it back. I had it for about a week, maybe 10 days. When I got it, it had never been used, and in those 10 days, the sound quality just kept changing for the better each and every day. Even during the day, I would just, whoa, it would hit me all of a sudden. It would just click. So anyway, I'm going to try real hard to get myself one, but for $8,000, that is going to be a tough thing for me to pull off financially. But wish me luck, and I'll let you guys know if I do end up getting it, and I will be a very happy camper if I do. And coming up in my next review, as I said, we will have the fantastic closed-back Focal Stellia. This is Monster, and I'll catch you guys next time.